when we talk about facts. طب أشوفها فين؟ في المواد العلمية، في الارticles العلمية. If you are reading any research paper, okay, you will see the simple present tense. All writers use the simple present tense when they talk about facts, when they explain fact, when they demonstrate facts. بيعرضوا لنا facts، فلازم تبقى في simple present. How to see these three vectors, consider a lawyer engaged in the. We use the simple present tense, as you see. Okay, it's very important to. يعني for example, pathology. If you see, if you write, if you are, what is pathology? You will find many articles about pathology. What is a pathologist? يا ترى, what is a pathologist? It's a definition paragraph, a definition article. It's a more definition article. So you are reading an article about about this topic. What is a pathologist? A pathologist is a medical doctor with a specialized training to study medical conditions using human tissue, blood, pee, and other body fluids. They provide essential insight and information to help diagnose and treat conditions, monitor them, and provide. بإيه ده؟ كل ده مكتوب في simple present. مفيش past خالص. No past tenses used here because the past tenses are used in the narrative tenses. If you're reading a story, if you're writing a story, okay, if you're writing something narrative or بتكتب about your past events عن أحداث عدت ولت خلاص started and finished in the past. That's why you can use the past tenses. إنما في المقالات العلمية وانت بقى ايه, if you are a doctor, if you are a pharmacist, if you are a psychologist, okay, you need to read. You have to read. If you are a businessman, you have to read. You have to be up to date. Then to be a good researcher, you have to be up to dated. How to be up to dated? Reading. Through reading what? Through reading research papers. Through reading research papers. Okay, like this. What is a طبعا it's not a research paper. It's an article. It's a newspaper article or a magazine article. A pathologist is a medical doctor with a specialized training. Simple present is okay. What is a pathology? What is pathology? Pathology is the science itself. يبقى أكيد the definition هيكون في simple present. Pathology is. But we never say pathology was. No, pathology is the study of the cause of diseases and how diseases affect your body's tissues. ده لو انتوا بتذاكروا عارفين أكيد pathology يعني إيه. What are the different kinds of pathologists? Okay. كل دي non-fiction text. It's an informational text. Okay. تلاقيها كلها في present tense. That's why I told you that we use the present tenses, especially the simple present tense, when we talk about facts, when we talk about real information. Okay, this is number one. Number two, we use the simple present tense when we talk about repeated actions. If the action is repeated, I always get up early. We usually go for a meal. Okay, simple present. We use usually, often, always. We use the adverb before the noun, before the verb, before the main verb. خلاص اتفقنا. خلاص, we use the simple present if I'm reading or writing factual texts أو informational texts أو scientific texts. Okay, اللي هي النصوص أو المقالات العلمية. لازم هنستخدم simple present tense because it's about facts. We are about facts. Okay. طيب, tell about something. طب if you're telling about something you are engaged in currently but with يعني حاجة بتعملها في الوقت الحالي but which you expect to change soon, بس انت متوقع ان هي ممكن هتتغير بعدين. I started university last week. At the moment, مش هنا بنتكلم على past event. I started university last week. We use the second form of the verb. I started. What type is it? What type of this sentence? Is it a is it a statement or a command? عندنا في الإنجليش four types of sentences. إيه هما بقى؟ Statement. What's a statement? الجملة الخبرية. Subject and verb and object. What's a command? اللي هي imperative sentence. الجملة الأمرية. It starts with a verb. Like listen to me, pay attention, sit down, stand up. Okay, give me an undivided attention. كل دي إيه؟ close the door, open the window. Okay, they are imperative sentences. طب ما ايه الجملة اللي قدامي دي؟ It's not a question. تالت نوع عندي questions, interrogative sentence. It's not a question. رابع نوع بقى في ال types of sentences اللي هي ايه exclamation. يبقى انا عندي four types of sentences. Statement, command, الجملة الأمرية، ها، questions الانتراكتيف سنتنس، الجمله الايه الاستفهاميه، واخر حاجه اخر واحده خالص اللي هي exclamatory sentence exclamation يعني الجمله الايه التعجبيه. طب I started university last week. ها is it a statement or a command or a question or an exclamatory sentence? It's a statement. ليه يا عم statement? Because it started with a subject. The statement contains one subject or starts with a subject. It consists of one subject and one predicate. أهو subject and verb and object. هي دي الستيتمنت دي، هي دي اللي اسمها ايه؟ بنسميها ايه في الانجليش؟ الجملة الخبرية. حتى في العربي برضو الجملة الخبرية تتكون من المبتدأ والخبر. عندنا برضو في اللغة العربية بتلاقي الجملة الاسمية والجملة الفعلية. بس خلي بالك الجملة الاسمية زي الانجليش شبهه في قصة الجملة الاسمية. الجملة ممكن تبدأ باسم او ضمير. اوكي، احمد started university last week or he started university last week. انما الجملة الفعلية لا، ده اللغة العربية متفردة بالجملة الفعلية، لان الجملة الفعلية ممكن تبقى ممكن اقول ايه؟ يشرب احمد اللبن. تنفع ولا ما تنفعش؟ تنفع في اللغة العربية. احمد يشرب اللبن، تنفع برضه، الاثنين ينفعوا. انما في الانجليش I have to start the statement with the subject. The subject can be a noun or a pronoun. The subject can be a noun like Ahmed or a pronoun like he. I started university last week. خلاص يبقى it's a statement. يبقى what's a statement? The statement contains one subject or subject plus verb plus object. Okay? What's the subject? I. What's the verb? Started. What's the object? University. Okay? University is the object. Okay? طيب, which tense is this? It's past tense. The action started and finished in the past. It's not related to the present tense. خالص. ملهاش علاقة بالحاضر تماما. We used last week, last month. We use ago. We use in the past. بس أنا لما أنا بتكلم بقى على حاجة بقى إيه؟ If I'm talking about something يعني دلوقتي بيحصل at the moment. Okay? فبستخدم إيه بقى؟ Present continuous tense. So if I'm talking about something or an event that's happening now at the time of speaking, I have to use at the moment. Comma, I'm staying with my aunt for a few weeks till I find a place for my own. The course is difficult, but I'm getting used to it. Okay? يبقى we use the tense according to the usage. على حسب ظروف الايفنت ايه. لو الحاجة بتحصل دلوقتي حالا what I'm doing now, I'm teaching you English. Okay, I'm explaining a lesson. Okay, خلاص, we use the present continuous tense. Why? Because the present continuous tense is used for an action that's happening right now at the time of speaking. See, we are in the middle of the action. يبقى هنا الأكشن ما خلصش لسه. Okay, we are in the middle of the action. خلاص, I think we got the difference between the simple present and the present continuous. The simple present tense is used for facts, for talking about facts, for presenting facts, regular events, يعني repeated actions, regular events, something is regular. You have to use the adverbs like never, seldom, rarely. لازم تحفظ بقى الايه these adverbs of frequency. اسمها ايه؟ adverbs of frequency. What's an adverb? An adverb describes the state of the verb. Okay, I always get up early. Okay, I always study after in the morning. Okay, I always study English in the morning. Okay, so we use the adverbs before the main verb. Before the main verb. I never came late. Okay, I never came late. يبقى never is used before came. So we use the adverbs, especially the adverbs of frequency before the main verb. Okay, دي ما ينفعش نقولها ايه at the beginning. Okay. طيب for the present continuous قلنا ايه we use the present continuous tense when we are talking about an action that's happening right now. I'm teaching right now. I can't talk. I'm eating at the moment. كل دي ايه progressive actions. حاجة بتحصل ايه right now. خلاص. طيب هل انا ممكن استخدم always في ال present progressive او ممكن. Okay, ممكن. My boss is always shouting at me. My boss is always shouting at me. He never talks to me nicely. He never talks to me nicely. خلي بالك من الword stress. في حاجة اسمها sentence stress وفي حاجة اسمها word stress. Okay? Sentence stress, word stress. دي بنسميها ايه بقى؟ word stress. لما تيجي في حاجة اسمها intonation. يعني ايه intonation؟ يعني في كلمات في السنتنس دي مثلا مهمة بيسموها content word أو يعني دي ال content words المهمة يعني مثلا my boss is always shouting at me. يبقى كلمة always هي اللي إيه؟ هي القوية. You're always leaving the door open. Why don't you close it sometimes? شفت دي هي دي الانتونيشن هو ايه هو الريذم هو الريتم اللي انت الموسيقى او الريتم اللي انت بتستخدمه وانت بتقول الكويستشن why don't you close it sometimes it's always raining when I want to go out and play tennis. دي احلى لما انت تتكلم ايه بتوصل المعنى بشكل ادق غير لما انت تقول it, it's always raining when I want to go out. No, you need to use like this. It's always raining when I want to go out and play tennis. Okay, so focus on the content words. Okay, so the bus drivers are always going on strike for some reason. خلاص. So this is the way to read the statement. Okay, to say the statement. طبعا الطريقة اللي انت بتقول بيها الstatement okay is different from the question. Okay, why don't you close it sometimes? So this is the way to say the question. Okay, so there is a special usage of always with the present continuous tense. امتى بستخدم always؟ عشان في ناس فاكرة ان always دايما بنستخدمها في simple present always sometimes never. لا عادي ممكن نستخدمها في ال present continuous بس ليها usage معينة. ليها usage معينة. ايه بقى؟ There is a special usage of always with the present continuous tense to indicate dissatisfaction. عشان لما تيجي تعبر عن ايه your dissatisfaction. There is a special usage of always with the present continuous to indicate to show your dissatisfaction, to show dissatisfaction, displeasure. Okay? انت متضايق من حاجة فبت ايه يعني واحد مثلا دايما مشغول فتقول ايه you're always busy. You are always خلي بالك بقى خدت بالك هنا من adverb of frequency always sometimes never بنستخدم adverb هنا after verb to be and before the main verb after verb to be. Okay. Okay. ايه تاني بقى مش كل verb اخره ing اقول عليه verb. Okay, it can be a gerund. It can be gerund. Okay, like this. Like reading is my favorite hobby. So reading is not a verb. Reading is a noun. So the gerund is a noun formed from the verb, and it's used just like any other noun, but it can also take an object like a verb, like this. My job involves purchasing of and planning of consumer products. Okay? Being on time or getting things done on time are not considered important. I suppose there isn't enough training available. Okay? بدأ إيه؟ Being the إيه؟ Subject. It's a gerund. And as I told you, the subject can be a noun or a pronoun. So here being is a gerund. Gerund هو noun. Okay? The gerund is a noun formed from the verb. خلاص؟ يعني مش أي حاجة تشوف في آخرها ing تقول إن دي verb. لا, it can be a noun. Or it can be an adjective. Present participle. ده مش موضوعنا النهارده. Okay? So the ing form can also be a participle زي ما أنا قلت لك أهو. Okay? The ing form can also be a participle. Present participle or without the verb to be. A participle is a type of adjective that can be used simply as an adjective like this. Paris is the coordinating platform. Working Europe, coordinating دي بقى هي دي present participle. This is an adjective that comes before the noun to describe it, to modify it. Okay? يبقى what's the function of the adjective? بستخدم الادجective في ايه؟ It modifies a noun. Okay? يعني it describes the noun. بتوصف الاسم اللي بعدها. Okay? So working Europe, working دي مش ايه مش ايه؟ Working Europe, I have changed my attitude towards time. Okay, so the present continuous is always formed with verb to be am is or plus verb plus ing. Okay, so we use the present continuous tense when we talk about actions that are happening what right now at the time of speaking. Okay, okay, so now it's time to practice. It's time to practice. I'm gonna send you the link of the in-class assignment. طبعا دايما بيكون عليه درجات ال in-class assignment. وده بيكون للناس اللي حاضرة بس for the whole attendees. Okay. Open the chat box. Answer task 1 right now. Okay. This is task 1. Have you seen the link? Type your name. Don't forget to type your name. And join now.